Okay guys, we're back with another quick video. This is the re-release of the AMT Joker Goon car, the 78 Dodge Monaco that Round 2 has put back out with the more narrow wheels, tires, so it doesn't quite look like a stock car anymore. Some of the things I did with this one is I scratch built the light bar, obviously. Domes are made of glass. I cut them down from a small light bulb. I cut them down from these. Use a diamond wheel, then a hand grinder, and I grind them off to the correct height so they look correct. Done some added details to the interior, added the microphone, the state trooper hat, the flashlight. This is just a generic type of police vehicle, but one thing I did do on this one is get the hood off. I added the engine and the frame from a 69 GTX. The engine that comes in this kit's not overly detailed, but this one looks a little bit better. I scratch built the air cleaner, put double rams on it here. Fitment was really good along the sides of the fender wells. I only had to add a piece of styrene back here across the rear cowl. Everybody knows that's ever built this kit, there's a piece of plastic that goes across here to help hold the hood up. Well, if you do that, it makes the hood raise up above the fender wells. So that's one of the first thing that I do is I remove that from every one of these I've built. I think I've built 11 or 12 of these so far since last summer. It just makes for a better fit. The hood sets correct. Little gaps up in here. Probably could have took some styrene to fill in some of that, but overall, not too worried about it. Another thing I do to get the interior to set up higher is I remove the rear package shelf from the kit. Just cut it right behind the seat, and then I glue in, turn this line out, see if that might help some. Then I glue in another piece of styrene with a piece of half round underneath the bulk of the top edge of the seat. It lowers the package shelf, which enables the interior to raise up some. This was a build that goes along with my Elk Township fire units. Every area has to have police and fire. Here's a look at the underneath. It's not quite complete yet. I still have the rest of the exhaust to put on it, and then I will detail paint that out. But you can see the fit was really good with the 69 GTX. I had to make some cuts to the bottom of the frame back here, and only back here, because of the way this body curves under. But everything else is directly from the 69 GTX kit. Really good fit. I've done this before used a 70 Roadrunner frame underneath one of these. It also fit rather well. But this was a quick, simple build. I think I only worked on this about a week. I'd done a tutorial on a couple of the model groups on how to make the light bar, how I do that. I make the alley lights out of some cut down incented push pins. I got some here. I actually cut down, I saw this end off. Then I will use this side. I'll sand flats on each side. Use some Molotov pin on the back. Leave the front of it just clear. The bulbs, so to speak, on the inside of the domes are 5mm fashion jewels. Colored them this way. You can color them multi-colors. These are in blue and clear. These are just simple pieces of styrene tube, 4mm fashion jewels. You get the no bleed through of the colors from the red, or I'm sorry, the yellow and the red, because I put a piece of aluminum foil, super glue one side in, shove a piece of aluminum foil in it, and it blocks out any bleed through you might get. But this one is, like I said, 98% done. You can see what I was talking about, the hood here, how it's nice and flush with the top of the fender. If you remove that piece, there's a big X on the kit when you first open it that says remove. Well, I just removed the whole thing, and that allows this to set a lot more flush to the top of the fenders, more flush to the windshield. Overall, just a better fit. My siren speakers are 3D printed. Hit them with a Molotov pin. Try not to touch them though, because they will dull up the more you touch them. Yeah, I'll be showing some more of these in the future. I need to black in my door panel lines on this one yet. But yeah, we're going to be experimenting with more videos here in the future. I have the piece I'm currently working on now. Let me bring that around and show you guys real quick. This one actually just came out of the brake fluid bath because I wasn't real happy with the paint that I chose. It was a different shade of red. I didn't like it, so off to the brake fluid pond it went for a couple days. This is the Snap Tight Chevrolet Wrecker that Revell put out a number of years ago. I'm scratch building the body. This will be my paramedic unit for my fictitious Elk Township Fire Department. Let me bring it back in here a little bit so you can see. The frame is done. The engine detail, I glued the hood shut. There was no detail since it was a snap tight kit to really show. But made the frame out of 60,000 styrene, boxed everything in, all glued together as one piece. See if I can get the frame on it real quick, give you guys a taste of that. The frame was just real basic. I cut it, extended it, and then if all goes well, it just snaps into place. Nothing ever works on camera, does it? Let's see. You get that little piece in there. It's a pretty tight fit for a snap kit. I tried to make everything line up the best I could with it. So that's how she's gonna set when she's all done. Got to come back a little bit. There we go. All the wheels set pretty center in the wheel wells. I made a twin sonic light bar for it out of the Monaco kit right here. I don't know if it picks it up on camera, but I've done a tutorial on it as well about how to make this look more realistic with the rotators on the inside and the cascade mirrors inside of it. You may be able to see them right there. Just some simple styrene pieces, some fashion jewels in there. So this will be my, like I said, my paramedic unit to go along with my Elk Township Fire Department pieces. I have excuse me, a few other parts I made for it. I made the front bumper. It's actually one piece of styrene that I cut, and instead of going all the way through it, when I got through, when it bent, I put a piece of quarter round or half round stock behind it, wedged it into place so it made a nice L shape. 3D printed Mars 888 lights on it with decals. 3D printed Federal Q highlighted with Molotow pen and some black wash. 3D printed CP25 speakers. So I'm hoping that's gonna put little cornice pieces here so it can glue right up to here when done. But we'll see. We'll get to that. I have to get the body wet sanded again. I still need to drill some holes for my slam locks. We'll make some equipment for the back of it. I have a couple medical bags that we'll incorporate in there somehow. But hopefully one day this week I'll get it re-wet sanded and get this continued on. Hopefully get it finished. So that's our current build right now. That's what we're working on right now. So thank you guys for subscribing already. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, we made some I made some running boards as well for the cab. These are made from bits and pieces from leftover parts from the American La France kit. I just bent them a little bit, formed them. Those will be going up in here like this. Can't really see because of my fat fingers, but that's where they'll be going. Got one on each side. What else did I make for it? Here's a quick look at our grill. That it's really nice because it's really open in the front. I like how that looks. I added flashers on the grill. And we've been working on the dashboard a little bit. And we have a little radio stack I'm working on, and a couple of hand mics that I'm currently working on, painting them up. Those will be probably to the dashboard somewhere once I figure out where everything fits. But yeah, that's what I like to do. I just like to take something and make something else out of it. This kind of reminds me of Squad 51 from Emergency a little bit, which I actually thought about trying to do one with the reissue 78 Dodge pickup. But the one that I did have, I made a mini pumper out of it, which we'll make a small video of that here in the near future. Put that up. But that's where we're at. We'll be continuing work on this as the days go by. But I appreciate the enthusiasm. I am solely an emergency vehicle modeler, police, fire, EMS. That's just what I like to do. Not much of a race car guy. Plenty of them on YouTube, and I don't ever see very many models of this nature highlighted on YouTube. So hopefully you guys that are subscribing can, post some links of your builds if that's what you like to build or like what you like to see. Let me know. I got a whole room full of stuff. I got probably more kits than I will ever build, especially heavy trucks and things of that nature. Went to Ollie's last year and bought 12 of the La France kits for $20 a piece, and I just couldn't pass it up. Like I said, the Monaco, I've built, I think, 11 of them since they've reissued that. It's always been one of my good kits. I've built 7 or 8 of the AMT 70 Fords as well, which we'll be having those on at some point. All right. Well, y'all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video.